cố gắng làm chậm lại được đối phương. Sumeo sống sót thành công, thậm chí anh ta quay lại dí luôn. Thôi xong rồi. Set Thomas Hem một điểm hạng mục dành cho Sumeo. Đấm rất nhanh.
Insania kịp thời xuất hiện một Aphrodite Shield thôi là đã có thể đủ cái lượng để hỗ trợ cho cái con left back lùi về, thậm chí còn giết ngược cả gấu đá luôn.
Ôm bom phích.
Ôi rồi ôi, nấu ăn thế nhở cái ông Focus này.
That's Lena buffs in action. He's just hitting so many.
Game.
Yeah.
Standing at a bounty rune in 25 minutes.
Yeah, every
and
time.
I was like, wait a minute, 25 is not a multiple of 3.
I like it though because I think it's the nighttime phase shift is enough of a change. Like I like that there's no bounty rune spawns on the clock change.
Right.
Nice deny. Man, Liquid is just firing on all cylinders, all 3 lanes with a pretty nice lead.
Is this supposed to be happening? Is this Liquid looking really good, or is this their draft? They set themselves up for really good lanes? What
a
is
bit of both, I would say. I know they've been working hard because Insania and Blitz have stopped playing Mafia, so you know that they're taking it seriously.
Dire's middle tower.
But I don't think I think that they answered what Brame had in mind. Like this Lina against Phoenix is certainly proving effective. The Leshrac last pick. Up top, I would think that the Centaur would be doing better, but that's the power of the Abaddon 5. You just give the level advantage, stack camps.
Yeah.
An Insania special.
And Brame having a rough time. They went and started this season really well by being able to get that 2-0 against Tundra. And potentially set themselves up to be one of the teams that does stay in the upper division. But in order to really make sure of that, they've got to take down another win against one of the bigger teams, and Liquid would certainly be potentially their best target to aim at, right? Just because new player, stand-in of all things, you're hoping that they're a bit off their game, that they're not the same Liquid that sometimes shows up and does really well.
You would think Liquid is just probably the definition of inconsistent. Sometimes they look so good, you're like, damn, this team is going to win a major sometime soon. And other times, you're like, why are you giggling?
I know Blitz is listening to the cast right now, and I know he hates you.
Oh.
he loathes people calling Liquid inconsistent, but I'm not going to disagree with you on performance.
We will. I mean, we'll take feedback. You can shoot us a mail.
Yeah, maybe we could show a William Lee tweet maybe later on in the show.
Hey, well, shout out to the Liquid, the group, and especially the Liquid chef. You're the real MVP. Should ask for a raise and shout out, because I'm jelly because they all get to watch in their big room at the TV screen. Yeah. I used to have one of those.
Big difference between giant org like Liquid and Brame, but at least Brame has a boot camp going on.
It's true.
Yes, Kyle?
Nothing, I just, if only they had a chef. That's really what's missing.
Okay.
Oh, nice rollout. And this is where the game slows down for Liquid, but they got to be content with this. Bear in mind, this is, I mean, he might have skipped in power to start the laning phase, but this is Mag PA. Like, this is unbelievable.
go for the kill onto the egg, and they will manage to do so, but they lost Taiga in the process. 1-for-1 exchange with the Stampede. But unfortunately for Stominen, Mikke shows up, a fourth member into this. Skylark's got to get out of here.
He's in trouble.
1 for 2, maybe even a third, but Skylark proves to be a bit too tanky. Oh, Koifa missing the RP. Wish barely managing to blink away just in time. 2 near-death experiences there for Wish, but he survives through them both.
That was wild. Yeah, that would have been a huge kill. You saw Liquid Koifa called out that he had the RP, but the blink away just in time. They repositioned to the river, expecting the skewer down. That would have been 100% an execution of the TA, but he actually saves his Centaur too by juking that, because they could have also continued. I believe Sumail was in Yule's range, would have been able to follow up with the stun quite easily. But alas, I think if the Phoenix egg maybe let the dive swing you back just a little bit, if you get that egg off, I think that's a much more decisive fight win. And here's the TA strength, just farming the Ancients.
Done very well for himself. The only camp stacked being by him. And he's managed to claw himself to the top of the net worth chart by quite a hefty amount. Skylark, though, second in net worth for Brame, is going for a desperate TP out, but it will not be successful.
That was all Fairy's Trinket right there. That little bit of extra damage thanks to the spell damage and mana cost reduction. Absolutely broken tier 1 item, especially on a hero like Leshrac. Plus the 100 health, because why not?
Yeah.
You'd probably still have it equipped, but take the health anyway.
3d8, a 3,000 net worth lead for Team Liquid right now, and
feeling good?
Feeling good, and not too much pressure. What you saying on them?
This is chill. I like the way that they're utilizing their positioning around the map. Like Insania, you know, Sumail, he hasn't played professionally in a while, so Insania is doing a good job holding his hand. You know, don't worry about it. You might get ganked. I'm here. I got the heals. I got the shield, and they're also defending the most valuable area of the map.
I like how they're both teams have a similar concept here, which is they are putting the hero in mid lane that can solo pressure the tower, and it forces response, right? Yep. You kind of always have to have somebody standing there, otherwise your mid tower is just going to die to retaliation or die.
And this is the right move from Liquid. Just get the smoke around, collapse on this mid tower. Every team will tell you this is the most important objective to take in Dota 2. They want the Phoenix if they can. That effectively removes Brame's.
The smoke's gonna break, and look at this defensive ward they have. They know, but they also know where the Phoenix is. They managed to get the skewer, a 2-man RP, the roll in, but Stominen can't stop this damage that flows through. Sumail gets the double kill, make it the tower. Immediate buyback from Spartan, but they still can't take the fight. After all, they lost their core Centaurs, so even with a buyback, they're just gonna have to walk away.
Really great job there. Shout out to Taiga. Excellent stun, picks the spot where he expects the Phoenix to be. I think they saw him on the high ground vision, and they see how aggressive they're.
All of a sudden they're in deep, and Spartan, his last shots, not quite enough.
So the movement here from Insane and Sumail, it's effectively the same as when they were posturing in front of their tier 1. They're still controlling the same area, but in this case, they're able to get a lot more vision and pressure, and if they farm creeps or steal creep waves, it's on enemy side, and then they take enemy jungle. So just a product of taking this tower makes it much easier for them to choke out Brame's resources on the map, force TA into that top triangle. Morph left only with top lane. 70% of the map is now there. Still, Brame not out of it, but they need a good fight. They need to use this egg. They have a Deso timing on TA approaching rapidly, and the E-Blade on Morph, though I'm not sure who he'll really gun for. It's really just Taiga that he can target.
Yeah. Sad part of being down this much net worth, it usually means the cores have their prerequisite items to survive through any kind of burst like that.
Dude, I should have picked more bad when I was playing. This is so chill.
Yeah.
Insane is just I got you, bro. That's it.
Where do you want to go next, Sumail? All right.
He's like, all I know
the
is, Sumail, you're confirmed town. I've got you covered.
And Mickey manages to get a solo kill on Spartan, but Brame kind of feeling like they got to make a move here. They're getting picked apart around the map, and it's getting smaller and smaller. They're going to run into Insania here. Insania with the TP out. They don't know quite where the smoke broke until it's too late.
You see, Brame, they know the pit is their play. They have egg. They've got the stampede. You need to fight on your terms when possible, and they can Zerg the Roche down fast enough to force a response. But it's very cautious. You can see the scan comes out. Like, Liquid are very aware of the script that this game will play out.
Nobody being in there for now. Stack by Taiga as the 17 minute mark. We have the second round of neutral items
Radiant's
available.
bottom tower is under attack.
I was like, are you saying ruins? That's not divisible by 3.
Yeah, no, there's other things to worry about.
I was watching old VODs the other day. It is insane how much simpler the game was.
Yeah.
Like all
Radiant's
of
bottom tower
neutral
is under
items, talents, map changes.
Radiant structures are fortified.
All of it didn't used to be.
And one thing that actually made the game somewhat simpler, in a very small way, was stats being taken away. But now that's another option you can have.
Why not?
Skylark, he may be tanky. Can he survive through all this one? The Stampede, they're trying to burn out with a little bit of sun ray to help him, and he just barely getting away out. He's good. Koifa, the shot coming in from him with the mid-coil helps protect him. Brame, explosion from the egg, and that's going to be a big one. But her RC goes out for Koifa. A 3-man nuke with a 2-man kill from Taiga, which turns around and delivers some damage on its mail, just enough to be able to get the kill. Stominen gets out with his life, but Liquid claimed the fight around Roshan, and there's a double damage sitting there for Mickey to do Roshan.
That was so sick from Koifa. Barely escapes, comes back in, 3-man RP. Always at the front of the team fight, trusting in Insania to keep him alive, and that 3-man stun is what actually confirms those kills. Don't have time
back into it though. He tried to go for a cheeky Aegis steal. Sadly, his timing was a bit off, and as a result, 4-15 now, 7,000 net worth lead for Liquid, and now an Aegis on Mickey. Oh my gosh.
So the DD helps, but that's minus armor against a hero that only has the 10 armor. He even has a casual ring of protection. The trouble is, like, Vanguard, yeah, it blocks 70 damage, but that becomes less and less impactful when PA crits start getting into the 4 digits.
Yeah. Now they're taking their ancient stack like this is the nightmare for Brame. They don't get the Aegis. And now Liquid can operate with that kind of confidence and play inside your triangle. Now you've got a TA and Morphling who don't have simple, good areas to farm. As you can see, them scrambling around here. Liquid making a push forward with that Aegis. They're going to roll in. They go to the back line. They immediately execute Taiga. Might be able to catch Koifa as well. No, they decide he's a bit too tanky. They want to get away from Mickey here if possible. Stominen, he's going to be the victim. Mickey's assault in the back line, though. They manage to catch Sumail. Sumail moves forward, and Skylark immediately catches him out. A buyback coming in from Stominen. They see this and say, Liquid only have 3 here. Even if it's an Aegis, maybe we can still do something. But apparently the rest of the team disagrees, though, with Stominen's assessment.
That's the second support buyback for a fight. Like, Brame's just a little too itchy on the trigger. I understand why you want to get back into the fight, but there's no mid tower. There's nowhere for you to go, and without an Earth Spirit, no Stampede, Brame legitimately have no catch. So Liquid can pretty easily just disengage. There's nobody forcing them to stay in melee range.
To be fair, which would you rather have, though? A person who is a little bit too eager to use their buyback?
You got to buy back.
Yeah.
You know, it's better to err on the side of buying back than not doing so. Even you go like the one game OG lost to TI9, you know, Ana, my bad, because he just didn't buy back on Spectre.
Yeah.
They throned him. Like, oops.
He needs that item real badly, the BKB. So it's a good thing they got a little skirmish that sort of went their way. Found themselves a bit of map to farm on.
Yeah, the curious thing is this TA pick, because
Radiant's bottom
I don't really
tower
consider
is
it a
under
counter
attack.
to the PA. You need an MKB, but the trouble is, as a Templar Assassin, you need Blink Deso BKB as core items every game. You can make an
Radiant's
argument
bottom
skipping
tower is
Blink for
under
like a
attack.
Dragon Lance. I've seen that used in China a couple
Dire
times,
are
but
scanning.
it's just a weird
Radiant
selection.
are
And when you fall
scanning.
behind, the game gets real difficult because Liquid feel no pressure and are just eating your map. And they're, like, he's alone. Mickey just walking in, scaring everyone, killing a Phoenix.
Yeah, and he's still got 2 minutes left with the Aegis, so he can keep doing that. With pretty much no recompense from Brame. Satanic next for him, so even as his Aegis
Radiant's
goes
bottom
down,
tower is under attack.
the
Radiant structures
he'll still
are
have
fortified.
that form of a second life.
I wonder how good this Leshrac shard is. Three stun, not two extra,
Radiant's
three
bottom
extra
tower has
stunts.
fallen.
So
Dire's
You
middle
just
tower
stun
is
on
under
top of the
attack.
PA and chill.
I asked actually Sumail about both those things. I believe he said Aghanim Scepter as well. He said the Aghanim Scepter was garbage.
Yes.
And I think maybe it wasn't him, but somebody said the shard is good. It just requires you to either have a lot of stuns or be defending high ground. Right? Once you're able to, if you defend high ground with that shard,
Radiant's middle tower
really
is under
nice.
attack.
Dominate. Oh no, the Yules is here. He may have silenced up Sumail, but
Dire's top tower is under
Yeah.
attack.
it's only a bit of a
Dire's
timeout before his death.
structures are fortified.
Inevitably comes.
Radiant's
And then
middle
there's just a
tower
PA
is under
pushing
attack.
mid with a incredibly strong offensive threat in the RP, and then Insania still just holding his
Radiant's middle
core's
tower
hands,
is
hanging
fallen.
out. Going for his very own Melk award. Needs to up those death counts though.
Yeah. Only two.
What did Melk go? Was 0-17? I watched free to
I believe
play.
it's 22 is the magic number. It's been a lot.
Have you seen, because free to play just got on Netflix, and it is insane to see how young everybody is.
Yeah.
Like, and it's also crazy how many people, a decade ago they make this documentary, and yet Cinderin, Misery, Dendy, Fear, like these guys are all still here and still playing.
Yeah.
Well, except for Cinderin, but he's playing.
He's playing.
I'm a subscriber. 8-month badge.
What happened 8 months ago?
I lost a bet.
Spartan. Oh, this guy needs level 12 real bad. Oh god,
no.
oh god! Get out of there, Spartan! He throws fire spirits. Oh no, Spartan, no!
What did you expect?
I love it. I love the Shadow Amulet with the Sunray still going.
Crackles.
They'll never find me. And the
Radiant's
Liquid
top
are just
tower is
hunting
under
now.
attack.
They smell blood in the water. Constant map rotations,
Nice burn.
and they move so quick too. Oh, we don't need to see it again.
Half his health
15-11
gone
crit.
just from cleaves. Panics. Dives away, throws damage on the creeps, hoping to be able to kill the wave. But it doesn't, like Kyle, it doesn't look to me like Liquid is necessarily going to go high ground. I don't feel
They need Roche for that. They're just
Yeah.
chilling. This is how you got to close out a game nowadays, though. Like going high ground, especially with the ease of buybacking, got cheaper last patch. It just no point. Just chill. Get Aegis. Get yourself level 20 on as many heroes as you can. The
feel
second,
like,
the second Roche with the free shard, I think, is just
Are
huge.
scanning.
Yeah, it definitely feels like we're trying to make part of the reason Roshan is getting more and more items to give away is basically saying, hey, look at all this stuff you got.
Yeah.
Maybe you should try hitting high ground with it.
It forces you to fight around the pit as well. It's another reason I think you've seen so much PA, so much Slaughter's coming back. This minus armor concept might not work on buildings necessarily, but on Roche.
Which it's a good idea. It's one way to be able to try and split push a lane. Just laying traps everywhere, but Insania with a very early gem pickup has been finding all of those, and now he's gonna find Spartan. Spartan canceling the sun ray, but he can't get away from Mickey. Taigo, what happened to you?
What happened? Yeah. Wish must have tapped him.
Yeah, Focus gave him the old shotgun.
Well, they have a BKB on TA. That's helpful. The trouble is that right now, love Mickey's itemization. The Satanic build fell off a bit, but you know, with a mag, you don't need Battle Fury. You get the status resist, you get survivability. He's now not a target. Leshrac has a Yules, they have a Baden to prevent burst, and really the trouble with Brame's draft is that both of their carries are burst centered. They don't really have sustained DPS, and when you have an RP and a shield,
Radiant
it's pretty tough to confirm a kill on a core. Especially when they're this tanky.
They know, and they're going to be able to find Taiga.
Nice.
1 stun, 2 stun.
Breaks.
Dead Lina is the outcome.
Radiant's
I
top
cursed him.
tower is under
Yeah.
attack.
The other side of the map, Liquid will take a final tier 2. I assume. Maybe not. Maybe they're a little scared.
Playing it safe. Sumel's coming into the top wave though, so they're probably just gonna wait for
Radiant's
him.
top
You don't want to
tower
be
has
too
fallen.
aggressive. Roshan is spawning in 5 seconds, so a throw here would be catastrophic.
Yeah, good opportunity for Brame to be able to take this game back. You got to take some risks here, and maybe it's a good opportunity for them to 5-man just kind of run at Liquid and see what happens.
Wish is very low on mana though. He's got to be cautious here.
Yeah.
He's got enough for a refraction, not even a melt. He has the shard. Did we talk about that yet?
No.
It is not great. It replaced, there was a talent that increased your trap count, if I'm
Yes.
not mistaken.
Yep.
They put it on the shard. It also silences now based on the trap duration. I don't know how effective that'll be here. I know Waga, under no circumstances, goes anything but Axe.
Skylar charging through. They're going to go for it. The RP locks down 2, and Focus is sitting on the side here, having a hard time putting the damage on the Electric. The Bloodstone just healed him back up the fall. 1,600 damage crit from Mickey. Takes out Wish. Spartan's going to fall as well. They're hunting the last man.
That was a 3-man RP, Cap.
Yeah.
I didn't see them. They were stacked so hard on top of each other, and then, yeah, that's it, yeah.
Yeah.
GG. That's the trouble with the PA. You have a BKB, so what? You're still going to get RP'd. If they don't get the mag, they're done for, and there we go. The King returns undefeated.
It's a start. I'm not going to hail him as being back and truly the king of mid lane until we see him and the rest of Liquid against some of the other teams in the field. But for now, in this game against Brame, he and the rest of Liquid did look
Now from the top, make it drop. That's some wet ass pussy. Now get a bucket and a mop. That's some wet ass pussy. I'm talking.
Asan yun? May ginagawa ako. Wala na. Naiwan na si Chantel.
Got what you need. Bobo mo, Luigi. Luigi David! Pinaka-bobo!
Sabi mo, ang laki ng kasalanan niya, sir.
Ay, laki daw ng kasalanan mo.
Totoo, yus.
Gaga.
Wala. Wala naman ako sinabi, ma. Sabi ko lang, you.
Pabili ng case! Wala akong pabili ng cellphone. Ika na dito, ika na dito. Won't you come home to me? Could you be my remedy?
Aminin mo, Quinity.
Ako tinisto ko mo si Spencer.
Dapat tugtugan kita, punyeta.
Naawin yung ilong ko pag ako nagpagawa. Kami nag-iinom. Niloko niya ako. Shoutout kay mama ko na nanood. Hello kay Yana. Ang ina mo. Ang ina mo. Hi, Jana.
Delivery? Huh? Saan?
Isa sayaw.
Okay.
Sa ulit. O, iduwit mo na. Sa ulap. Bye! Anong delivery mo? Anong delivery mo?
Wait lang. Lalabas ako.
Ano yan? Ano yan?
Saan siya? Si HQ?
Sama ko, ano yan? Sama ko, ano yan?
Aray ko, magmamas ako.
Oh shit. Ng face mask. I'm gonna join. Baliktad.
Tara, Dianagra. Asan ka?
Mode, hold upper. Let's go. Let's go.
Tangina.
Let's go.
Ewan ko sa'yo.
Let's go. Hanapin mo, ma.
Tama mo. Ayun.
Can you stay up all night? Fuck me to 30 nights. 31st, 34.
Asan na nga yun?
Sino ba yan? Sino ba nagpunta?
Nagkakaroon ako ng questions. Oh my gosh. Masyado pa tayo
Can you
maingay.
stay up all night? Hey, fuck me to 30.
Ilan na viewers mo?
Hindi ko alam.
500 na oh, 500. Uy, tumahimik ka, di na nga tayo nakikita, sobrang dilim.
Guys. Oh, shit.
Oh shit! Hold upper mode on.
Hey, I'm on vacation every single day cause I love the occupation.
Gago, may bahay.
Kumaingay.
Tangina mo, ikaw yung maingay.
Let's go. 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 Ay, let's go.
Nahihilo na yung viewers mo, tangina mo.
Sorry.
Ayun, mayroong tao. May nag-deliver ng something.
Hinihingal ako, guys. Hinihingal ako. Oh, shit. Pagod na ako. Pumunta tayo dito. Hinihingal ako. Uy! Huwag ka maingay. Ningal ako. Can you stay up all night?
Di pa bumabalik. Sunduin mo na lang natin. No.
Sino?
Nandito nga. Ayun sila oh.
Ah! Can you stay up all night?
Hindi pa ako nakakahanap. Uy, Mami Aki.
This is the birthday boy.
Kunin mo to.
Sabihin niya, Happy birthday, Sir Mike! Uy, putang ina mo.
Tanga mo, naka-longboard ako, tanga.
Hilain mo ako.
Madumi yan.
Punta na ako.
Hilain mo ako.
Uy, huwag ka umupo dyan, gago, madumi yan.
Hilain mo ako.
Kako, di kita may...
Go! Wag gago, may sasakyan. Si Jonah yan. Tanga. Tangina mo. Tangina mo.
Huwag ka umupo, baliw, madumi nga yan.
Tangina mo ba yan? Pag ikaw nagkasugat, sinasabi ko.
Putang ina mo. Dito tayo.
Taka, huwag ka nga umupo, madumi yan, baliw.
Dito tayo.
Yung BP baga, DPS push. Baliw bro, ikaw ata yan. Sige, wala ka namang guild. Yung BP baga, DPS push. Baliw bro, ikaw ata yan. Sige, wala ka namang guild.
Nick, Renny J, sama ka sa akin. Masyado ako madaming ka-party. Bigyan kita. Bigyan kita.